Hello, welcome to day 5. Sorry for those of you who were hoping to view this live at 5 p.m. A couple of technical glitches makes me start to believe in retrograde Mercury. This week we had a quick overview, but a beginning of how we can recognize the signs of inflammation and build a stack. And I hope that you've already started on your stack. Nutrition, your oral health, movement, sleep, all of which can start to lower chronic inflammation. Today, we're going to talk just a bit about the power of the mind. You know, we've been changing the model now from just throwing potions and so forth on symptoms and never really getting to the real root cause of dis-ease. So instead of that model, now we have a model of well-being, reaching it and preserving it and living in it. So today we're going to talk a little bit about high vibrational living. But first, what do I mean by changing that model? How will we do that? Well, we'll go to the root cause of the inevitable effect of trauma on the body. The body remembers. A quick example, someone who has been beaten will have this involuntary flinch of the muscles. It might not even show to someone else, but they'll feel it whenever someone approaches from the wrong angle. But there's a lot of ways in which the traumas of everyday life, if you will, of living on this planet add up. If these sound familiar, fatigue, low energy, anxiety, you know, the inflammation, which we use as a term to describe all of these effects in the body, it affects the brain as well. Down at the cellular level, these processes of enzymes and neurotransmitters are also in the brain. And there's the brain-gut axis, the brain adrenal axis with stress and cortisol. So if you've been wandering around with what's termed now as brain fog, and you think, oh, it's just you and you're lazy or you're tired, think again. Think about all you've been through and how that pathway, those pathways, I should say, in the brain are clogged up as well. So that's where we're going to maximize the body's self-healing by addressing that. And we do it not only with functional medicine, going right to the body, but I like to combine it with a technique called new regression therapy that goes to the subconscious. You know, if we could figure out consciously how to feel better, we would have done it ages ago, right? So these patterns and these beliefs, where you're stuck, is subconscious. We're not really aware. So most, in fact, almost all techniques now provide some relief by figuring out, getting insight. But that won't go to the root cause. And that's what we're after, right? I mean, what could be worse than having to develop what are known as autoimmune diseases, the body attacking itself? It's not much of a leap to think about anger that can't be expressed otherwise, turning inward and just eating at you, literally. Okay? So in my work, both in our trauma healing group, but especially in the deeper dive in my private program, we go to these causes, these primary root causes of the subconscious patterns that are still undermining you. And we bring relief and healing, and we combine it with the functional medicine approach to helping the body clear those pathways right down at the cellular level. So our goal in life can be clarity of mind and a peaceful heart and vibrant health. So one little takeaway for you to work on. Remember I mentioned high vibrational living. Well, you know, when I first heard practicing gratitude, I thought it was pretty hokey. But it's not. One study showed that compared to, people not engaging in gratitude, someone who just woke up each day and made it their intention to be grateful for what they did have rather than dwelling on what they didn't have, when they measured inflammation, it was down 10%. Amazing. But I'm not really that amazed, because if we focus the power of our incredible human mind on intention, it really makes a difference. It makes a difference in the quality of your life, even the outcome of your life. We create our own reality. Did you know that our DNA changes every day? It's a new chance every day to rebuild. So focusing on gratitude and love and joy is what is going to raise your basic vibration. And that vibration goes right down to the cellular level. So if we combine intention with actual ways of measuring and healing and addressing what your individual cells need, and then combine it as well with addressing the subconscious patterns of trauma, you're bound to get better, and that's what we want, right? So again, I hope that you are starting to not just enjoy these new concepts, but put into place ways that you can start to help yourself feel better. I hope you stay with this group. Our next meeting will be next Tuesday, September 27th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope to see you there.